Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology. Today, my name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today, we have a bit of a celebratory vibe on the page. We start very early with the moon having a nice aspect with Jupiter, and that's always a good time for us. It's a great vibe to start the day with. But later on in the day, we get an opportunity if we can sort of contain our impulsiveness, which might come up, to actually be able to connect with somebody, perhaps a little intimately. All right, let's get into these aspects. Today is Friday, June 17, 2022. We're in the final days of the sun's transit through Gemini, which will end on Tuesday with the sun's annual culmination, summer solstice. Mercury is also transiting in Gemini right now, so the vibe is very up and exciting. We're interested especially in the outer life stuff, social, civic, and work life, and the ideas and possibilities we're sharing with others in that context. Collaboration is all the rave right now. It's an excellent time to be celebrating the works that fire our souls. Today, the moon is a waning gibbous in Aquarius. As we look back on our personal life culminations, how things came together for us with the full moon, we can take a critical eye to how it went and what could go better. Moon in Aquarius invites us to consider collaborating with some allies for better progress in our life goals. Let's keep our thoughts, our attitudes, and our words about the present and the future as uplifting as we can while we're in this seriously creative time. We are helped when we let others in on our passions and collaborate for the greater good. We start today on the moon side of the page, where the transits and aspects affect our inner lives. How it feels to be ourselves, who we are in our hearts and homes, among the people we choose to keep close. These aspects are brief, but sometimes impactful in terms of the stuff we think, feel, know, and intuit. Early this morning at 2:27 a.m., moon goes sextile to Jupiter, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Pisces. These are your vibes, reflecting the sun and moon vibes, right? This aspect is friendly and social. We can be exceptionally good company, and our interactions with others may bring about positive outcomes. Tonight at 8:37, moon goes square to Uranus. That's Cancer and Aquarius. This aspect indicates that we may become a little too excited or excitable. If you're feeling nervous, jumpy, or impulsive, it's a good idea to remember your grounding practice. Then around an hour later at 9:35, moon goes sextile to Mars, Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio. This is one that's a friendly vibe as well. The sextile orientation here brings out Mars's competitive but cooperative spirit that helps us get something good started on the feeling level. These aspects are about 2 hours each, and they overlap by about an hour. The message I see in that is that if we can maintain our grounding, remain grounded and contained within ourselves, but not squash our impulsiveness, we may have ideal opportunity to share ourselves, even physically, intimately with another, consensually, of course. But moon sextile Mars makes us all a little more charming and sexy. On the sun side of the page, where we explore the outer life, this is how we express ourselves in our work, social, and civic lives. And we have some ongoing aspects. Mars is conjunct to Chiron. Mars rules Aries, where Mars and Chiron are currently adjoined. If you could see them in the sky, if you had a powerful enough telescope to take in Chiron, it would look like Chiron is right behind Mars or right next to Mars. They're really nowhere near one another, and they don't get anywhere near one another, but it will look from our perspective as though they are amplifying one another's effects. So Mars rules Aries, and Mars and Chiron are both transiting in Aries right now. Through June 19, this aspect offers us a unique opportunity to feel comfortable being our unique selves and to be relatively unconcerned about what others think. I think this is a perfect vibe for all the Pride celebrations that are going on right now. When it comes to how you express yourself in the world, feel free to let your flag fly, friends. Evolution favors diversity. Mercury trine Pluto continues to provide this intense blessing of insight through June 19, which is this Sunday. Gemini, Virgo, and Scorpio have rulers here. Just a couple more days, friends. This aspect has been with us for over a month and offering us a clear look at the fears and insecurities that are coming up surrounding the deep and total changes we are going through. Mercury is direct and traveling at home in the sign of Gemini. This empowers us to cogitate and share our experience very effectively. Sun will be trine to Saturn through June 23rd, right here. And that's Leo, Capricorn, and Aquarius. If you've been considering taking on more responsibility somewhere in your outer life, this is a good time to go for it. Just recall that Saturn is retrograde, so our sense of what we require to feel supported right now is shifting. Sun will be square to Neptune through June 23rd. Yeah, sure. So that's Leo and Pisces right there. Neptune demotivates these outer life vibes, but I don't think it's powerful enough to tear us entirely away from the work we're trying to do. Remember your reasons for being dedicated to your goals. Under the Sun trine Saturn aspect, that work will be more abundantly rewarded than usual. Pluto is retrograde through October 8th. Pluto is a ruler of Scorpio along with Mars. It represents the stuff that is normally hidden, those things that we don't like to think about or talk about because it doesn't feel like it helps anything. And in retrograde, this applies more to our personal fears and insecurities. Things are changing, friends. Culture is changing and people are changing. Our traditions and institutions are going through it too. Thankfully, we've had Mercury trine Pluto to help us get a conscious handle on what those changes look like for us as individuals so that we can step into them with our eyes wide open and hopefully a plan or a list of strategies for how we proceed. Saturn is retrograde through October 22nd. Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. Saturn's retrograde also turns our attention to the fundamental changes in our personal approach to being in the world. It's an opportunity to look at the systems and habits we rely on and ask which ones are no longer providing the support they seemed to give us before. We have an opportunity coming up with the third quarter moon to throw out the outdated attitudes and dispositions we used to rely on but no longer can. This Saturday, Venus will go square to Saturn and sextile to Neptune on the same day, much like Sun went square to Neptune and trine to Saturn just a couple of days ago, or maybe it was yesterday. So we're still having this conversation about the balance of Saturn and Neptune, sort of the fantasy life and the real world, or how we have to we have to rely on the stability that is in our lives, but we also have to follow our hopes and dreams, right? So there's a little back and forth that happens between those, and it helps us feel supported and still be able to reach for things that we have only so far imagined. And we'll have a third quarter moon in Pisces next Monday, June 20. And a few things I didn't write down. Mercury will go next week on Monday. On Monday, Mercury will make a sextile to Jupiter. So that's your thoughts, plans, and communications cooperating with your sense of growth and expansion and wanting to learn. That's pretty positive. And then that Tuesday, Venus will go trine to Pluto. Can't wait to talk about that with you guys. And on that same day, the Sun is going to enter Cancer, and that will be summer solstice, friends. That is the longest day of the year. It is one of the 8 holidays of the year. And we celebrate mostly by being outside and appreciating the sunshine and what it brings into our lives in different ways. And then on Wednesday, not to be outdone, Venus will make ingress to Gemini. So we're going to go through some transitions again next week, friends. That's it for today's astrology. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like my video. And if you know someone else who may like it, please share. You can always subscribe to my channel and click the notifications bell. I post here every day, and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. Also, friends, thank you for leaving comments to ask questions and give me encouragement. Your support in that regard means the world to me. It tells me I'm on the right track, and it lets YouTube know that you're engaged in the content as well, which helps a lot. So double thank you. If you want to see the tarot portion for Astrology Today, I invite you to join me on my other page. It's called Astrology Today and Tarot with Melrose. There we talk about the tarot card that sits on the side of the page. We'll go over the day's aspects again, and then we'll play another tarot card that may give us something more to think about. I hope that I'll see you over there. As always, I'm grateful to you for including me in your day. My love and appreciation go out to you, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.